It's no question that the development of the stun changed the course of Axe PvP. Players who were able to capitalize on this new meta were able to rank up faster than ever. In this episode, I'm going to tell the story of arguably the most dominant yet controversial player in the history of Axe PvP. He went from being an A+ tier to one of the best in the world. Throughout his journey to number 1, as well as his time as a top player, he's been called a lagger, a pinger, and a hacker. This is the story of Niners. Niners' Axe journey began in February of 2021. He joined a call in OneSpring's Discord server and met players by the name of Totals, Pookie, Ozio, and of course OneSpring. They showed him the Axe game mode, and from then on he started to main it. Ozio taught Niners how to use the sword and insta-shield, and Totals taught Niners some basic movement tricks. And as expected, he got pretty good at the game mode. His playstyle at the time was pretty standard. He backstabbed and weak hit a lot. However, he would pretty much peak at A+. As he got more familiar with everyone in the community, in May of 2021, he would meet Ikazune, Womp, and Hariku in Mustard's public Discord server, a relatively large community Discord server at the time. We'll talk more about them in a quick second. Now that we know his origins, let's get to know how he got so good. The first major breakthrough in Niners' playstyle was his introduction to the stun. Ikazune and Womp introduced Niners to stunning sometime in late May. With this new trick up his sleeve, Niners' playstyle began to shift. He focused more on fakeouts, sprint hits, stuns, and just overall styling on his opponents. Despite Niners still being in A+ tier at this point, it wouldn't be long until he would finally rank up. And like every single top player did before, Niners went on a training arc. Except this time, he would climb the ranks of the tier list at speeds never seen before. This is the rise of the tier 1 lagger.
What does he like do there? Like, it's so rude.
In May of 2021, Niners started off by dueling his friends, which mainly consisted of Totals, Hariku, Ikazune, and Womp. However, in late June, Niners intensified his training by dueling some of the greatest Axe PvPers at the time. He dueled players such as Adrenaline and Super Pig, and his training would pay off as he would finally rank up to S- tier. But not even a month later, Niners would train with even more people, players such as Madlog, Vivikai, and so on, and he would go on to climb his way up to S tier, solidifying himself a top 10 position on the tier list. But this wasn't enough for Niners, because on August 21st, 2021, Niners would test for high tier 1 on the official tier list, making his mark as the first European player in the world to achieve the number 1 spot. Not only did he achieve high tier 1, he would go on to defend his position for 7 months, the most any player has ever held to this day. But with his success came the controversy. Niners wasn't exactly the most liked player in the community. Top players often accused Niners of being number 1 solely because of his ping. Niners was also often involved in controversies that made a lot of the top players resent him. Niners' involvement in the community would suddenly come to an end on December 2nd, 2022. That's when Niners was officially removed from the Axe & Shield staff team due to a doxing incident, and to this day he has not been seen anywhere else. So, where did this absolute menace of a player go? Where is he now? Well, as of right now, Niners has completely retired from Axe PvP. But regardless of where he is now, or whether people liked him or not, it's undeniable that Niners left a lasting impact on Axe PvP. He revolutionized spacing and strafing based playstyles, and aspects of his gameplay can still be seen today in a variety of top players' playstyles. He was also the first European player to achieve high tier 1, and proved it was possible to achieve top positions with high ping. His exceptional playstyle and understanding of PvP mechanics made it clear that he was one of the greatest of all time. And despite all the hatred and opposition he faced throughout his journey, he still managed to come out on top. This was the final episode of Axe PvP history, and now you know the story of the tier 1 lagger.